What's up in the loop? It's Hyde. Something a little different for you today. Over the last few years of visits to Cedar Point, I've been collecting video of a bunch of little random facts I've learned over the years and figured I'd share them with you. Everything from random doors to, Magnum was originally going to be a Choco. So let's jump in. First up, let's look at the original entrance for Cedar Point. This is a photo taken this past summer. The building is still standing, and those boat docks you see there are used to go to Put-in Bay. But that's where originally people would get on the boats to go to Cedar Point. Building still standing in downtown Sandusky.
About a couple miles down from the park, or the main entrance now. So I guess 6 miles around from the park, according to that. We'll just walk over here real quick. You can get a glimpse. So if you know anything about the history of the park, it was only accessible by like ferry for a while, or that was the main way to get to it. And then, according to that sign, at least in 1913, one of the very first concrete roads in the state of Ohio was built. And if you were going to Cedar Point, you'd turn down this unassuming road and drive down that way. And then we are several miles east of the park, so you would probably take this about a mile down and then turn left for about 5-6 miles.
Did you know that Millennium Force has brackets along its track, 2 here near the end of the ride and a few earlier in the ride, that allow trim brakes to be added easily? Thankfully, the park has never done that.
Alright, so here at the Maverick station, what used to be water landings, you can see the old flume right there and over there. This is where it used to come into the turntable of the ride.
And if you look back from Maverick Station, you can see wet water landings on the building. One of the really cool things about Cedar Point is the history that surrounds it, being the second oldest amusement park in the country. Right when you walk in the park, in front of the carousel, there's this great Ohio historical marker that really kind of talks about why Ohio commemorates the park and its long history as being the queen of American watering places. To be fair, I did a voiceover for this clip when I filmed it, but the stupid background music was way too loud.
Fresh cut fries. This is one of my favorite things about Cedar Point. When they're like staple food items. You get them a couple places around the park. This one's up by Raptor. And fun fact about this one is back when the park in the 50s, 60s, or even before that, used to have concessionaires operated. This was actually a concessionaire by the Bernardi family. I think I'm getting that right. And when the park kicked out all the concessionaires to take food in-house, they kept the Bernardi family's signature fries here. And the little known fact is that that family still operates a couple restaurants in the local area. So if you're craving Cedar Point fries in the winter, all you gotta do is go to Sandusky or Huron and get them there too. So here's some nerd trivia for you. Magnum's pretzel turnaround here was actually retracked once. Kind of see right in here, right up there, the size of the track actually changes. I think it was retracked in the early 90s. So that got all new track around the turnaround here. And then also after the first year, the trim brakes here were originally on top of the third hill. And then they moved them to down here, but the third hill used to go down much farther before it pulled into the pretzel. And you can actually see, if you look right under the trims there, you can see on the support where the track used to go about 5 feet farther down. So a little nerd trivia for you. Again, you can easily get back here. It provides a awesome view of the ride and some great photo ops. I should have timed it better because now we have to wait a second while I stall, but here comes the coaster and makes that some awesome photo ops.
According to Kinzel's biography, he originally approached Togo to design and build Magnum.
Alright, we're here at the mine ride actually. You see those 2 holes in the wall there? That used to be where the second station was for another cable car system. Went from here to where Iron Dragon is. You can kind of see where you would have walked up to the platform right here. So next time you go to the bathroom here in this building or check out mine ride. Little did you know, it used to be a sky ride right here.
Quick history lesson here. Where Lighthouse Point currently is at Cedar Point was home to soldiers during the Civil War protecting Sandusky Bay. Alright, this last clip I have here, a little disappointing. Like I said, I originally filmed this video over the last couple of years of visits to Cedar Point. And the main arcade at the front of the park used to have all these crazy awesome old school pinball machines. But during the 2018 season, they got rid of them. So figure I still include this clip to kind of show off some cool stuff the park used to have, but unfortunately, they sold these all off. Hopefully you enjoyed that look at some fun Cedar Point facts. Do what every good coaster nerd loves to do and correct me in the comments. But I challenge you, if you correct me, you have to leave a fun Cedar Point fact of your own.